Please, just talk. Do something. Make a contribution. Do something, god damn it. Fucking speak!
Love and leg drops, bitches.
Peace, love, and leg drops.
Peace, love, and leg drops.
Peace, love, and leg drops. We love to crop. We love to crop. Peace, love, and leg drops.
Peace, love, and leg drops.
Fuck you.
After party hangover.
No Mangria. I don't care that I'm in the Still Real Hall of Fame. I will not do your awful hangover podcasts. Leave podcasting to Jake and Zanca. Also, I'm Team Andy. Spoonful of truth. Never forget, peace, love, and leg drops. All hail Linda's Bush.
Welcome to the After Party Hangover. I'm your host, Mangria Fueled, and this is the show that talks about a show that talks about a show. Today on The Hangover, the Still Real After Party hosts return. What is going on, Jake and Zanca? How's your Friday going, man?
Who's first? Zanca? Zanca, you first.
Oh, I'll be first. He said your name first, so I just assumed, like, most of the time you're going to talk over me anyway. I figured I'd give you the floor.
I did the best for last, my dude.
Oh, okay. I'm doing excellent. I'm half chubbed up. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I took the day off today, so I'm feeling pretty fucking good. Just woke up from a nap. Let's do this.
All right, everybody's refreshed. Everyone's good to go. I know you guys, I don't want to bust your format on the Still Real After Party, but let's just go over some bullet points of NXT and AEW. I thought NXT, even though he lost, this has been the most impressive Damian Priest has been to me. Like that little short clip I sent you guys in the Instagram chat with his striking was very impressive this time. What'd you guys think?
Damian Priest looked fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's what he's fucking awesome. That's what he's best at is his striking, though. Even when he was in Ring of Honor and on the Indies, that's what you're going to notice him for. He's a big fucking cat, and he can flip. He can do all that stuff. I agree with you. It was his best showing in NXT to date on TV anyway, so I like his entrance and everything, too. I think the character's going to be pretty cool.
It was highly enjoyable.
I would say that was the best match on NXT this week. Second best, in my opinion. I know they don't get a lot of praise, but Dakota Kai and the Shayna Baszler match was pretty damn good. Dakota Kai, she's not as strong. She hasn't showed that much. How do you say? She wasn't as impressive as she was last on the NXT episode we just saw. And Shayna Baszler just stomping the shit out of her injured knee and all those submissions. Dakota Kai's facials and just the way they sold everything in that match. I gotta give it up for Dakota Kai this week.
You're gonna be a big fan of hers. Like, she's just trying to get. In my opinion, I think she's just still getting comfortable on her knee. And once she does, she's gonna let it tear. Because she was another one that was a big signing when they signed her. I was pumped for her because she's another one who can go in the ring.
Yeah, that match surprised me a lot. I think, kind of like Zach said, I think she's going to be huge when she's really comfortable with herself.
Dude, you want to know? Shayna Baszler's almost fucking 40.
Are you serious?
Really? She's 39. I I just saw this thing online.
Holy shit.
Beth Phoenix is younger than she is.
Oh my god.
And Beth Phoenix is in the Hall of Fame.
She looks, I mean, she doesn't look good at all, but she looks good for 40, if that makes sense.
I guess
Shayna,
so.
if you look at her face, you're like, yeah, that's someone who's been punched in the face for 40 years.
I don't know. She just looks like someone who's been punched a lot, but maybe not 40 years.
Yeah.
Well,
This is not pretty. You come to the after party hangover for facts, but you don't go to the after party for facts.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
We do facts here.
That's my new tagline for the Hangover. I didn't want to go over
Looks like you've been punched in the face for 40 years.
I didn't want to go over the obvious bookends of NXT with the OC starting and the OC finishing. I'll let you guys cover that on the Steel Raw after party. So I'll hop over the AEW and what made the entire night.
If we cover some of the bookends here, maybe our podcast won't be 4 hours long.
It probably still will be. We'll find a way.
I think if you guys save the hashtags for a different episode, it would be about an hour episode.
Are you trying to get us?
Hashtags take up a long fucking time.
No, but the Jericho video package on AEW, that was fucking perfect. I thought it was, at first when it started, I thought it was going to be serious, but then I realized it started out just like the Cody one did last week. It was fucking magic, dude. With Jericho's aunt's friend's church, that old lady, that was just fucking perfect, dude. What did you guys think of that promo? Or video
I'm going to let Zanca talk about it.
All right. Hey, I'll talk first from here on out, all right?
Okay. Let's do that.
That way there we got it figured out, because I thought you were going to jump in. 100%, that is my type of humor, the Jericho whole vignette. I loved everything about it. Dad bought Jericho for fucking president. I think that would work.
That video package and the Cody promo, that, I think, I'd say NXT, damn, I can't even decide. Okay, NXT...
Match-wise, I got you. Match-wise, NXT, promo-wise, AEW. The only thing I didn't like about the Cody promo is that he looked like a fresh fucking tampon the whole time. I'm not digging the white suit with the white hair. You gotta spice it up a little bit. Put on a fucking checkered suit, do something else. Because that's all I could look at the whole time. I'm like, he's about to get shoved into some bloody holes.
Yeah, Cody dressing like a fresh Southern dandy. It was kind of hard to take him serious when he's calling Jericho a dick. But what do you think, Jake? What do you think?
I didn't think he was gonna like
the Cody
hand up
promo
or a 10-piece.
The Cody promo is actually the only thing I've seen from AEW so far. I did watch all of NXT, but AEW. Listen, I watched AEW on like Monday because I'm a piece of shit. So, yeah, I did hear about the Jericho promo, and from what I've seen of it, it looks fucking insane, and I'm into it, and I want to find out more.
It's everything I love about pro wrestling in that vignette.
Excellent.
Okay, I gotta spoil something for you, Jake.
Go ahead, I don't care.
They made the Dark Order put their shirts on, which I popped when I saw that. They made all those fat fucks put shirts on, and it was funny as fuck. Did you notice that, Zanca?
I did. They should have came out with the Mega Pounders with cheese shirts, only at
shop.spreadshirt.com/stillrealafterparty.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'm goddamn Jason Kidd up in here with the assist.
Hey, Zanca for sheriff, everybody. Go to your polls.
God.
I'm serious. I want a cowboy hat.
Okay, let me ask you about the tag team crumb-offs I'm doing here. I want each of you to pick one tag team throughout the history, throughout all the promotions, all the eras, that you think would be worthy enough to be added to the brackets.
Who's on it? Anybody?
The Oddities,
no.
Billy and Chuck, Head Cheese, and the Dicks.
Nice. What do you got, Jay?
I'm gonna go with kind of not a weird one, but they were huge when they came around. I'm gonna go with Eminem.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
This is a good question. I'm gonna go with Demolition.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Just because I could picture Jake in their outfits.
Oh yeah, you bet. I own one.
Now, you know, I asked Andy, Sam, Sticks Adam, and Brett the same questions, and I guess they went for comedy. I was kind of going for serious, but I think this is going to be a good matchup. And if you guys don't mind, next week I'm going to get 2 more tag teams, and I know I ask a lot out of you guys, but could I put the tag team crumb-offs in your hands, and you guys decide?
Ooh.
I'm only getting 8 teams this time. I'm not going to get 16 with like the finishing move crumb-offs. I'll just get 8 tag teams. You guys debate them out and make it official on the Steel Real After Party, please.
I don't mind it.
Nice.
Sold.
Okay, the shit my pants stories. Let me just throw my 2 cents in there. It happened.
Yes.
It happened as recent as when I got the Miz to got his autograph and took pictures with him in San Francisco.
With the sign?
We celebrated by going to the Golden Corral. That's a really shitty buffet out here in California. Literally shitty. And so we finished eating like 3 or 4 plates of food. My wife had to use the restroom. I waddled out to the car, which was across the parking lot. So
waddled is such a good word.
It's a good one.
I made
I can picture that now.
It's a good verb.
I made it to the driver's seat. And then my stomach said, nope, we got to go, buddy. And I'm proud of my anus because it was so strong it held back the shit vomit that was about to come out. I had to sit in the car for about a good 2 minutes.
When you die, can I put on your tombstone, I'm proud of my anus?
Yes. That's got to go on there.
Well,
I think that should be your new catchphrase.
Well,
I'm proud of my anus.
I already put it on my job application, so I might as well put it on my tombstone. But
You want me to put it on a shirt?
I successfully waddled back to the buffet, got to the bathroom, gave my wife the keys, and said it's gonna be a while. And I just made it to the bathroom, and then all shit went to hell, basically.
Better that than in your jeans, you know?
That's my latest shit my pants stories. But being a fat guy, it's actually more common than usual. I know that's a little TMI, but hey, man, I'm honest here on The Hangover.
Well, see, I'm a fat guy, and I don't have that problem. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just always near a toilet. Maybe that's it.
I usually go for walks.
I try to stay near a toilet.
When I go for like 4-mile walks and everything, it works through my digestive tract, and then it's always a contest to see if I can make it home without sporting a diaper.
Maybe just wear the Depends. You'll be good to go.
I think I should from now on. There'll be still real after party Depends.
Oh my God, yes. I wish.
I don't know. It was about 3 days ago. I was behind, I'm going to say 70s, a 70-year-old lady, only buying Depends and natural ices. She got like 42 of the pound natural ices because there was a deal and 2 packs of Depends. I was like, this bitch is ready to party.
Apparently, shit.
She's going to drink her until she shits herself. That's all I can picture.
She's living the dream.
Plus, I gotta blow some smoke up your guys' asses. Speaking about anuses, with the number one host debate that you guys had over the last podcast, I gotta say, Jake provides the nerdy references such as Kenny Omega's entrances, and he even noticed Ricochet dressed as All Might, which I am ashamed to say I did not pick up on that. I was like Zanca. I thought he was Captain Marvel. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? But I got to give Jake his props for being the play-by-play guy, whereas Zanca provides the color commentary. He provides all the crazy stories that he's experienced in his life. He provides the comedy. It's like you guys are kind of like Michael Cole and Corey Graves. Like, Jake is the Michael Cole trying to keep shit on track, and Zanca's the Corey Graves, with the zingers. I believe you guys need each other, and that's what makes the podcast so great.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull the curtain back too much, but, we shit on each other because we find it funny.
Yeah. It is funny. It's fucking funny as hell.
I know exactly what Jake provides. I know exactly what I provide. That's why we work so well together.
Unfortunately true.
Well, I knew you guys were coming on, so I actually reached out to the Steel Row After Party universe and asked to provide us with some questions minus the hashtags. There's not many.
Thank fucking Christ.
There's not many because I didn't let them know that we're recording a day early. I said they had till Saturday, but I still got some. So, this is from @Brittany Bomber. Happy birthday, Brittany, by the way.
Yes, that was yesterday, I believe.
Who would win in an actual fight, Sam or Andy?
Ooh, man. I'm gonna give the edge to Andy. He's a military man. You got to be kind of in shape for that. So
I'm giving the edge to Sam. You know why? Because he's fucking angry all the time. He has to beat off kangaroos. Take that how you will. just to get to his fucking car to rant. The guy's a fucking beast, man. It's Sam all the way. And he's like 8 feet tall. He's in good shape.
He's very tall.
I gotta say, Andy does have the military training, and he probably could kill some turban warfare guys, but Sam is angry, and I believe he'd fight dirty like George Costanza.
Yeah, Sam does have that. He has that, natural rage, so I don't know if Andy has that.
This is from the Great Bretsky.
Andy might slap Sam, and then Sam's just fucking, he might just cry. You don't know. Because he's Phil, too. You don't know which emotion you're going to get.
He could be a huge bitch. He's probably a huge bitch.
I don't co-sign that.
I know, I do.
This is from the Great Bretsky, 99.
99.
Which kid would you rather punt, Randy Orton style? Dominic or Goldberg's son?
Oh, Dominic.
Well, I've changed my tune, seeing as how Dominic's a big fan of mine, and I'm gonna go with Goldberg show.
You gotta tell that story, Zanca. Tell the breaking news to the Steel Real universe about what happened a couple days ago.
So funny.
I mean, I saw he's been following me for a little while now, and I didn't know he was like commenting on shit. But yeah, he was Dominic, Rey Mysterio's kid, who I can't stand on TV. Commented on one of my memes. I don't remember what he commented, but either way, everyone found it funny that I can't stand the kid, and he kind of likes my memes. That's the story. It's not a very good story, but now I have to change it.
It's worth mentioning though, because this is kind of like a foot in the door to maybe one day you could get a phone call, maybe, because he's already a fan of yours. And if you keep posting memes about him, maybe he'll be like, "What the fuck, bro?" And then you can smooth it out and be like, "Hey, you want to come on the podcast?" And then the rest is history.
I'm not saying this to be cool or anything, but you guys would be amazed at some of the people that follow our stuff and listen to our podcast.
It's true.
Any examples besides Dominic?
People more important to the company than Dominic, I'll say that.
Oh, wow. Cool, man. Okay, well, this is from Sticks Adam. If you could start a cult, what would you worship, and how would you initiate people into the cult?
Well, we know Mangria would be Linda's bush.
How do they get in?
You don't ever get out, I can tell you that much.
Do we have to jump them in like blood and Crip style, or do they have
capture
to
people, we'll shove them in Linda's bush, and they're never escaping.
That's a horrible cult. Damn.
I don't want to be in it.
I feel like it's like a back alley in there. It's just wet and damp, like a New York back alley in January. It's cold, wet, miserable. There's definitely a homeless guy doing a line of coke in the way back. Even not going to see him. There's a whole bunch of
wet. It's from wet, and I don't want to be part of it.
Oh boy. Okay, this one's from.
I just picture Gotham City.
Oh, fuck. This
I
one.
don't want it.
This question's from Zanc Chris. If you could be one half of a famous tag team, past or present, which tag team would you pick and why?
You first?
You first.
Go for it.
I'm going with the Rockers. And I would kick Shawn Michaels out, and I would just do drugs with Marty Jannetty and eat at Hooters.
That's awesome.
Next question.
Jake?
I'll be DX. I'll take Triple H's place so I can actually hang out with Shawn Michaels and not Marty Jannetty.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. The next one is a comment from Mr. Tryon.
You got one.
Thank you. Listening to the podcast is a highlight of my week. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but SRAP is one I feel connected to. Jake and Zanca didn't just create an entertaining podcast, but they created a community. I've never personally met Jake, Zanca, or any of the members of the SRAP fam, but I feel like I can call all you guys friends.
Oh, how sappy. I love it.
And he gets my endorsement. If I have any pull around here, I want him in the Hall of Fame ASAP.
Oh, don't worry. Don't you worry. I have a list going. I don't know about Zanca, but I have people in mind.
Yeah, Jake, you know about me and my notes for the podcast.
Yeah, sometimes they just say, like, anal bumfuck or something stupid.
Yeah. I have no fucking list, bro. I go by the seat of my pants. I feel like that's where I'm at my best.
I think we both have mutual people in mind.
If someone has a good comment on that day, they might get in the Hall of Fame.
No, Jesus.
Well, I don't know. I listened to Jake on Franco's podcast, and they got into personal details about where you guys work. So I wanted a more personal question I was asking people. So this is a personal question for Jake. It's from someone at Mangria _fueled.
I hate that fucking guy.
He asked, when was the last time your micro penis deposited into a ham wallet?
Oh, man. Can I choose not to comment? It's been a long time, man. It's been a long-ass time.
I mean, the last time Kurt Hawkins won a match.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Way before that, trust me. He's won a match more recently than I've fucked a woman.
I like how you specified a woman. So what else is going on?
I mean, I guess we talked about fucking watermelon, so I mean, I can get into that, I guess.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't realize half the shit I say until I get home and my girl listens to my podcast, and she's like, "What the hell is going on?"
She actually listens? She listens to all of them?
That's more soul.
Holy shit.
That's how she
dude.
gets my deepest, darkest secrets.
Just don't let your kid listen to it.
Why? I agree. You gotta have my kid on.
So does your wife say, "What's up with this frozen drumsticks and booty holes hashtag Zanca"?
Zanca doesn't even remember that.
Yeah, I really don't. I didn't. Until Jake reminded me that it was the KFC story. I didn't remember it.
Oh wow. Well,
And the only reason I remember is because fucking Sticks Adam said it on here.
That is a true story. I got high numbers at KFC, baby.
are you guys hyped for SmackDown tonight?
No.
Are you not watching
I am.
live, Jake?
Also, no. I have D&D.
Oh boy.
Mangria, I thought you were coming with real questions. You know the answers to these.
Duh. Idiot.
He surprised us the other week and said he watched everything live, so I was just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt at least.
No, he surprised me one day. He was watching something weird live. I forget what the fuck it was. Was it AEW? Was it NXT? I don't know. It was a weird one out of the blue. He's just like, "Yeah, I'm watching live."
It might have been like AEW or something. I never watched that live.
Yeah, something I just wasn't expecting you to watch at all. I was like, "No shit, Jake, good for you."
Oh, no, it was Crown Jewel.
It was Crown Jewel. That's what it was. Like the most
fucking Crown Jewel
pay-per-view of the fucking year.
Well, I want to go out on a positive note here and say that NXT lost this week only by 20,000 viewers. It was very close this week, so there's hope for NXT after all.
That's not bad. I mean, the hype's dying down for AEW, I think, so it'll get closer and closer.
I co-sign. Sorry.
I
like it. I like both the shows, but it's definitely the production to AEW and everything. It's got a wider feel. NXT just seems more like it's in-house. The ramp's smaller. There's not as much shit going on. I think they're both going to build a pretty strong fan base, and I think as long as they both stick right around 800,000, I think they're going to be fine.
It's going to be fun to see the back and forth. It's going to be fun to see the back and forth from here on out. Hopefully, it's not just a Survivor Series angle that's helping NXT. I hope they just continue after this pay-per-view is over as well.
I do find it funny that
Nice.
fans are super into the ratings thing. I just didn't understand why. If you look at just the shows, I'd say they've been pretty even back and forth to which one's been better, not counting, how many people are watching at the time.
Were you going to say something, Jake?
No, I just think I do think that the invasion angle will bring more eyes to NXT no matter what. I hope so, at least. I want them to succeed. I want everyone to succeed. Good things for everyone.
I'm gonna pump my seed in you.
All right.
Well, also, I think I might win this week in the fantasy draft for once, so that's another positive note to go out on.
You're doing well. I'm doing fucking awful. I had a good Raw, though, so I think we're all pretty close.
I gotta talk to you assholes. A,
Okay.
I wasn't invited. And B, you guys aren't doing anything. There's nothing on the line.
We gotta talk about that,
not
Jake.
yet.
You gotta put something on the line.
Either like funny stipulations to who loses, or money, or something.
Whoever comes in last has to do a fucking swimsuit calendar.
Whoever comes in last has to draw on a Hitler mustache and go to work the next day.
I'll also do that for free.
Well,
And
gentlemen,
everyone would expect it.
is there anything you want to plug before I let you go?
You're going to do the plugs at the end. It's all pretty much the same shit, isn't it?
That's true.
See?
Alrighty, Zanca, Jake, thank you very much. I didn't want to keep you that long. I know you got a heart out. You guys have
We got
lives.
15 minutes. You got nothing else?
Oh, I just made it short and sweet so you guys, so I wouldn't keep you so long.
We put you on the spot. What
Wait
else
a
you
minute.
got?
Let's interview Mangria.
Oh,
okay.
no.
All right, that's a good idea.
Turn the
You
tables.
first, Zanca.
Mangria,
Yes, sir.
who owns the biggest penis you've seen in your life?
Ooh, shit. In person, possibly one of my classmates, because in junior high was the very first time I had to take showers. They made us all take showers after PE, and so everyone got to see everyone else's hog. And mine wasn't too bad, but there were others that probably have 10 kids by now because it was basically a baby's arm holding an apple.
That is right where you want to be, though. You want to be right in the middle, so that way there no one remembers it. And you don't want to be the biggest, because then people will think you're a freak, and you don't want to be the smallest, because then people will be like, Jake.
Yeah, I'd say mine was decent.
Shower and pee, thank Christ. No one needs to see that.
It's very uncomfortable, and the coaches were looking at us. It was traumatizing.
That sounds like you were like sexually molested.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad times, man. The coaches were very creepy. All of us were naked. We were all holding our junk, like walking in a circle.
My God.
It was concentration camp style.
Were you in prison?
Where was my invitation?
I got
I don't
lost.
get invited to circle jerks. I don't get invited to fucking fantasy wrestling drafts. I don't get nothing.
I could just picture Zanca doing a helicopter dick while we were all holding our junk in embarrassment.
Oh, I do that by myself all the time. And that's not a joke.
That's where your kid gets it from.
Ask Jake, how many penises do I have on my machine at work?
Oh, at least like 5, probably more.
I got one with feet that bounces around. I got a bunch.
He's got a rubber rat now.
Zanca with the Bukkake computer over here.
He kind of works at a computer.
Oh, okay.
I'm the computer guy.
Yeah, dude, that's why you're here, Jake.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, question number 2 from Mangria. How did you discover the Still Real After Party podcast?
Well, I got tired of listening to Sam Roberts, so I went on iTunes and I just typed in wrestling and search, and I downloaded 6 podcasts, all different, and when I came up on the Still Real Radio, I really appreciated how Zanca and Josh, the way they broke down wrestling was a lot better than all of the other ones. And like I said, nobody was ever PC. And then when you got Still Real Radio went away, I was bummed out just sitting there like a fucking depressed Jake, refreshing the page, just praying that Still Real Radio would put out another episode. Eventually, it never came back, so I had to go on to Wrestling Inc. and Wade Keller. And then one happy day, I saw the Still Real After Party. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Is that Zanca? And I downloaded it, and the rest, my friends, is history.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Brings a tear to my brown eye. I like it.
Oh, my God. Talking about shitting yourself.
Look at that. We butted into it.
Oh, you don't have any more questions, Zanca?
Oh, you took control, buddy. I didn't know. I got plenty of questions.
We're going in order. I figure we go 1, 2, 3, 4, all that shit.
Okay. Mangria.
Yes.
If you are ever able to spawn a mini you, will you name it Zanca or Jake?
Oh, good question.
Yes, I will name it Micro Penis and Helicopter Dick.
That's legendary.
It's a very long name, but I'll make it work.
I'm into this.
That's fantastic. All right, let's go a classic. What is your favorite theme song?
It was fucking DX until The Fiend came out with his new song.
That's a good one.
DX always plays through my head throughout the day, and I always try and figure out what the second verse is. I never figure out what the second verse is, but then The Fiend came along, and now I'm obsessed with that song.
Mangria.
Yes.
Other than the hashtags, what is one thing that you would change about the Still Real After Party?
Well, that's what we would change.
It's kind of a pet peeve of mine. No offense to you guys, but...
No, this is constructive criticism. I will get rid of Jake. I like that answer.
Shut up. Fuck you. You need me.
Well, since I'm a fat custodian, I have my earbuds in when I'm listening to you guys. And whenever you guys start talking soft, when you start talking soft like this, and
that's mostly Zanca.
I can't hear you when I'm vacuuming, so I'm like, fuck, I have to stop everything and rewind it and turn the volume up or just not vacuum for 5 minutes. That's about it. Other than that, you guys are awesome.
I don't know if I'm talking soft or if I'm just drifting away, because that happens
Well, it's that. You fade away from the mic, and sometimes I even have to, this is a little peek behind the curtain. Sometimes I have to look at Zanca and, move my hand, do, an up motion just to make him, fucking pay attention and speak up.
He abuses me.
It's bad sometimes.
Whenever
Abused.
Zanca drifts off and he goes on a random tangent, I always wonder what he's doing. Like, is he looking up at the ceiling, or is he like looking out like the opposite direction of Jake? Like, how did?
A lot of the time he's playing with a paperclip.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you want the paper clips. I've broken them. I didn't realize how easy it is.
Yeah, those paper clips are weak.
I thought it was
Or I'm
CBG
super
fucking with you.
strong.
All I know is he definitely has he lives in a world of his own a lot of the time.
Hey, but that's what makes it work.
I
True.
will say, one day we will upgrade our microphones and we will maybe have cameras. And you can see everything.
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
It's in the works. Eventually. But it's like, who knows when.
True. I mean, the microphones, I don't think the microphones are that bad. The microphone is solid enough, but it's mostly just, if you are too far away from it, people aren't going to be able to hear you.
I want to see all the
That's how-
distracting stuff on your desk, Jake.
I try to keep adding to it as well, just to kind of make it worse. But there's a lot of shit on my desk.
Okay, guys, what else
I
you
need to
got?
distract myself during the day.
Hey, you had the next question, Jake. I did my
Oh,
part.
is that what's happening? Let's see. Mangria, who is your favorite tag team of all time, since you're doing the tag team crumb-offs?
DX.
Other than DX, if that's the answer.
No, when Angle and Benoit teamed up, that was my favorite. They're both my favorite technical wrestlers of all time, and their matches against each other were legendary. But them as a tag team was fucking epic, man. Those guys had great chemistry. Other than them, maybe Edge and Christian,
Yeah.
because they've
That's probably
won
one of
pretty
mine.
much all the TLC matches.
How long have you been with your wife?
I've been with her for 10 years, married for 8.
How many times have you come close to Benoiting her?
Twice a day.
Ooh, good man.
And you're really powerful and strong for not doing it. Proud of you.
I just try to drown out the voices in my head.
Oh, God. Are you like Randy Orton?
That's right. They talk to me.
That's a scary thought.
One more word, you're about to be Benoit. Shit's going down.
That should just be a threat. See if it works.
I will try it next time she doesn't do the dishes.
Perfect. Easy.
See, mine is when I'm doing the helicopter in the bathroom and she busts in and she's like, come on, we gotta get going. I'm like, another fucking word, I'm Benoiting you.
Oh, I got
And
another
then she
question.
goes away.
I got another question for you guys, because this is the very
Sure.
first time in the 10 years of us being together. Yesterday, my wife walked in on me taking a shit. I guess
Oh.
I forgot to lock the door. I mean, I don't really lock the door because we know when we're taking a shit. I guess she spaced and walked in on me shitting. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Has your woman ever walked in on you taking a shit, Zanca, or you guys just shit in front of each other all the time?
We don't even fart in front of each other.
What?
Yeah, dude. I tell her, don't do it. You're gonna get Benoit. If I'm putting my mouth on your chili hole, I don't want to know what comes out of it.
Every time
That's
my
fair.
wife climbs stairs, she farts. So it's just a contest between us. She's lactose intolerant too, so she has the edge.
Oh, I feel that.
I also feel that.
Yeah, no, we don't shit in front of each other. I wish we did. You know what I mean? It seems like you guys have better relationships now.
It
Like,
just-
don't you feel close to her now that she's seeing you sitting on the shitter?
It just takes a level of comfort between you two. I've seen her pee all the time, but whenever we shit, we always we go to our separate corners.
Yeah, you're underneath it.
Yeah.
That's personal time.
You got to pay extra for that, Mangria, where we're from.
It's only on
Oh, yeah.
Christmas.
Special occasions, my birthday, Christmas, all that.
Yeah.
Fridays.
Friday, every Friday. Are we still asking questions, or are we done now?
It's up to Zanca. I know he has a hard out. I don't want to make him late for anything.
I'm crumbed.
I'm
Okay.
crumped. I'm spent.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much.
Wait.
Yes,
Mangria,
sir. Yes.
Hold on. I'm sorry, this is what Jake has to deal with, so now you do too.
That's fine.
We just want to say we appreciate everything you do for our podcast. You are the fucking man, and if we ever see you, Jake will blow you and I will hug you.
Absolutely.
Hopefully at the same time, if it's my birthday.
You bet.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Friday.
I'm
Tag teaming that shit.
Well, I got to thank you guys because, like Mr. Tryon said, your guys' podcast is the highlight of my week. You guys might think
That was unintentional.
it's a decent podcast, but really your guys' shit is entertaining, and it's easy to pick a LOL line of the week because you guys are always funny. Thank you for all the free fun you give us, but I do encourage the listeners of this and the Steel Real After Party to join Patreon. Come on, give my guys here a tip. You know, they give all this free funny out. We gotta thank them and either contribute to the Patreon or get a shirt. Just show your appreciation for the Steel Real After Party. Come on,
Definitely
guys.
buy the shirts.
Come on now.
Instead of the Patreon, buy a shirt from Jake at
Yep. Shop.spreadshirt.com/stillrealafterparty. Cover your nips with our shit.
That's
And
right.
if you ever see me in person, just give me a hug, and I will finger you.
Oh my God.
Male or female, I'm coming hard. All right, I gotta go.
All right,
Peace
guys.
out, motherfuckers.
Thank you so
Jake, I'll
much
see
for
you
your
later.
time.
Uh-huh.
And both of you guys, let's all say it together. All hail
All hail.
Linda's Bush.
Listen, everybody, Sam is not a nincompoop. He is an indicator vindicator. Sam is the awesome Aussie. His Instagram is iconic. Follow him at The Wrestling Guy and listen to the Still Real After Party podcast. Peace, love, and leg drops!
Once again, I would like to thank Jake and Zanca for coming on the After Party Hangover. Happy birthday to Zanca, by the way, when you're listening to this on Sunday. And I kind of lied. My favorite WWE theme of all time is the Motorhead Triple H song, the first one, The Game, Time to Play the Game. I always love that song because when it comes to the point of the song where he has to spit water, I also spit water, and I'm a big fucking dork, and I've done that way too many times to be proud of. But anyway, here are the plugs for the podcast. To follow the Steel Real After Party on Instagram, it's at Steel Real to Us. The hosts, Jake and Zanca, it's at After Party Jake, at After Party Zanca. To go find them on Facebook, you just search Steel Real After Party and hit the like button. And then to cover them nips, like most of us have with Steel Real merchandise, it's shop.spreadshirt.com/Steel Real After Party. Thanks again to Matt Taven and Peyton Royce for their little cameos. And, as always, Oreos are overrated.